This is probably the image here that definitely got this video to be 18 plus. It's a picture of a girl with her big out, one girl bent over looking like she just got absolutely blasted, and another girl in bed covering her.
It seems very targeted, and I've seen other channels also mention that they've had videos demonetized on this similar subject.
Oh my god.
It's very, very weird.
All he has to do is click right here, and since it was manually reviewed, it will show him the exact specific moment they are referencing. It is right there. He knows exactly what's going on. It's right here, bud. It's right here. It'll show you right here. It's right there. He knows what it is. Alright, I just watched the video that was age restricted on 18 plus to see why it would be age restricted, and there's obviously, it's going to be the intro to this video, so you'll see why anyway. Anyway, this video is called I Criticize the Gaming Industry, Now YouTube Silencing Me. I can't think of a bigger victim complex. I actually watched that whole video. It was so boring. I really don't understand why so many people turn out to watch a video about how games are too woke. Just don't watch the games. And this guy's also complaining that they say Happy Holidays instead of just saying Merry Christmas because they're so woke. And it's like, dude, who cares about being inclusive? I say Merry Christmas. I say Happy Holidays. Maybe you're Jewish. Maybe you're something else that I don't necessarily care about. There's no issue of being like, hey, you know, whatever, Happy Holidays, man. Like, whatever you celebrate. It's not that big of a deal. People are so sensitive. It's an exhausting watch. But anyway, we got this guy, this 30-year-old man with a child's avatar, because that's not extraordinarily concerning. Sitting here and acting like a victim that YouTube's silencing him, especially since like you can go to any video right now as a YouTuber when they do like give you a restriction on it, and after you put in a manual review, they will cite the exact reason why they did that to you. And I'm going to show you how it works right now. So the other day I released a video, and right here they demonetized it after a couple days, and then I put in for it, and then they rejected it. So I looked at it. It says view feedback. If I look at the time, I'm not going to show you here because I already watched it myself. But in that moment, you know, they were talking about historically racist pieces of art, and they used the variation of the N-word, okay, with an ET at the end. All right. I was like, oh, yep, that makes perfect sense. That's why they demonetized my video. Fair enough. Which means that he knows exactly why he got demonetized, and I could totally understand why that image would get demonetized.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. Forgive the morning Rev voice, but I can't really sleep too much in because I'm pretty frustrated. My jimmies are rustled, I'm triggered, I'm angry.
I mean, that seems like all of your videos.
Because of a situation I've been facing over the past couple of hours involving my upload from yesterday that has been hit with an age restriction, now confirmed on appeal by YouTube.
Sometimes it happens. It's just part of the business. Sometimes you it's like, okay, it's totally understandable why they did it. So
now, what was I uploading yesterday that was so controversial? Well, if you actually watched the video, you'd be pretty confused as to why any of this is happening. But in case you didn't watch it, it's titled Gamers Cooked Naughty Dog After Cringe Holiday Post. Yes, very spicy stuff, as you can see.
Yeah, it's pretty much every other video that this person makes.
To summarize the video, it was very simple. Basically, a lot of studios like Naughty Dog, Ubisoft.
It was a crybaby post about how the studios put some of the good guys and bad guys in pictures that said Happy Holidays together. That would be like if fucking Adventure Time put a picture that was like Happy Holidays from us, and it had Finn and the Ice King together, like giving a fist bump. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's like if a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was like, here are the Ninja Turtles and Shredder fist bump. Nobody cares. But you needed something to complain about that nobody cares about. And then you got triggered because they didn't say Merry Christmas. Like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, we're still doing this. It's actually the most sensitive thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
BioWare, CD Projekt Red, so on and so forth. They like to make Christmas-themed posts and promotions involving
everybody does this
in their games. But they refuse in their Twitter posts to actually caption it with Merry Christmas. They use Happy Holidays.
Seriously, this is your biggest complaint? This is something I don't understand how, like, we as a society actively acknowledge how annoying liberals can be when they have meltdowns about absolutely stupid things all the time. It happens. It does happen, especially on TikTok. You got these people like melting down all this stupid bullshit that's going on. But then some weirdo conservative like a lolicon freak comes in and he goes, They refuse to say Merry Christmas instead of Happy Holidays. Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares? This is like you're a child. Like you acting like you're a fucking VTube model. You're a child. Who cares? It's so basic. Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. Happy Holidays, guys. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Maybe somebody's a fucking Jew or some other religion and they celebrate a different holiday. You're just trying to be like, yeah, what's up? This idea that we shouldn't be like, try to be inclusive in a reasonable way, it blows my absolute mind. Okay? It's like, it's totally reasonable to just say Happy Holidays. It's fine. And if somebody says Merry Christmas, you don't have to be like, well, I don't celebrate Christmas. You're just the people who refuse to say Happy Holidays are just as fucking cringe as the people who melt down when somebody says Merry Christmas to them, because you know what the sentiment is supposed to mean. You're both losers. Both of you are losers. You're both overly sensitive losers that have nothing meaningful going on in your life. You have absolutely no struggles in your life, so you melt down over nonsense nothings. It does not matter. Okay? Thank you for the 13-month small gut from Distressful. This is a wild take from a VTuber. Yeah, for sure. I can't with how fucking sensitive our goddamn society is. It's so fucking pathetic.
Or things like that, because they're afraid of offending people by saying Merry Christmas, which is a very cancel culture type thing, right? That only people in their echo chamber would actually be concerned about.
Oh my god.
So apparently that video is so controversial.
Oh my god.
It got hit with an age restriction.
It's not controversial. It's whinging crybaby bullshit nobody cares about. You put softcore porn in it.
But why, Rev? Why was this video age restricted? Well, it was age restricted for sexual content.
Yes, because of the fucking softcore porn you put in it.
Video, you would be very confused.
No, I wouldn't. I watched it. I saw exactly what would have been censored. No, it's not surprising at all that they want to make sure that their platform stays monetized for everybody, so they censor softcore porn. Like, who would have fucking thought that they would do that? Who would have thought that they would have done that?
Because there's nothing sexual. This is not
yes,
a
there
red
is.
Shit
Victim
post
complex.
from the year
Victim complex.
2019 where I'm making some meme or something
Victim
like
complex.
that involving anime.
Victim
no,
complex.
this is just a regular video talking about gaming news.
Victim complex.
And it's
Victim
completely
complex.
benign in terms of any sort of possible sexual content.
Oh my god.
So why is this happening?
Because you put softcore porn in the video.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yes, you do. All he has to do is click right here, and since it was manually reviewed, it will show him the exact specific moment they are referencing. It is right there. This is how Creator Tools works. It is right there. It is absolutely right there. He knows exactly what's going on. He's not clicking it because he wants the entire audience to cry. This is all he's doing. It's right there. It's right here. It's right here, bud. It's right here. It'll show you right here. It's right there. He knows what it is. He knows exactly what it is.
It seems very targeted, and I've seen other channels also mention that they've had videos demonetized on this similar subject.
Oh my god.
It's very, very weird. And again, YouTube is not surviving the allegations where basically...
Hey, who's gayer? This guy complaining or my cup? Who's gayer? There could be a dick in my mouth right now, and I wouldn't be as gay as this guy.
Once the second Christmas is over, they go full Gestapo, right?
Oh
they start going around into monetizing anything they can because advertisers pull out.
Dude, oh my god, you know how YouTube works. You get 55% of the revenue on your video. That's it. It doesn't matter if advertisers pull out. They don't pull out. They reduce the amount of money they give out. So all of our videos make less money because we get a percentage of the money. You don't get a flat amount of money on a video. You get 55% of ad revenue on your videos, 45% of ad revenue on your shorts. When fewer advertisers are on your videos, you make less money. There's no pulling out. There's no, we got to go into crisis mode. That doesn't exist. Just less ad revenue goes on your videos because less ads run on your videos, and it's less expensive to run ads on your videos. He knows how this works. He knows exactly how this works. He's just saying things because he's a fucking perpetual victim like the rest of his goddamn audience.
After the holidays are over, there's no point for advertisers to promote themselves on YouTube because most people spent their money. They're not trying to spend
There still is a point. It's just going to be less, but okay.
any money after the holidays. They're broke. They've spent their money. So advertisers pull out. Therefore, there's very few ads on YouTube.
There are still a good amount of ads on YouTube. There are just less than there were before. I'm being nitpicky because this person is being a fucking obnoxious idiot.
So what does YouTube do? Well, they go around demonetizing people.
That's not true.
And trying to age restrict, and they go full censorship mode, and it happens every single year. But I didn't expect it to happen so fast. Normally, you wait until January to see this stuff happen. They waited to literally.
This doesn't happen. The only thing that does happen, and it would be over. It's over by usually like this week. Is that YouTube, and this happens every year during the holiday season, pretty much from Thanksgiving to after New Year's, will be extraordinarily slow in their policing of video. So if they demonetize you automatically, sometimes it would take them like a week to actually review it and remonetize your video or to confirm the demonetization. It's a stressor I've had the last couple of years. Didn't have the problem this year. Did not have the problem this year. They got back to me very quickly this year. This year was probably the best year that YouTube has had when it comes to their creator support. Like, that's hands down. They now show you exactly why they demonetized your video. If you put it for a manual review and it's rejected, they get back to you very quickly. They are on the ball. They pumped it up this year. This is the best year that YouTube has ever had of actually being attentive to their creators. So this is just like a shitload of horseshit nonsense. This is absolute, like, this is just dumb.
The day after Christmas to start cracking down on people, and apparently I have to deal with it. Now, why is an age restriction such a big deal? I mean, look at this. These are the stats here.
It's not. You pump out slop. So do I. You don't care. You pump out a daily video. You read Twitter posts about Merry Christmas and had a meltdown. Why is it a big deal? It's not.
I'm gonna open up the workshop.
He could show you his engagement, but he cannot show you where it shows exactly why he got his shit taken out.
Give you a peek behind the curtain here. You're gonna see how the chocolate's made at the Willy Wonka factory. This is the views of that video.
Oh my god.
So you can see the first couple of hours, right? It's progressing really quickly. The video is actually doing pretty well. And then right here,
YouTube is silencing me, guys.
At about 10:30, that's when I got the email that this video was age restricted, right? You can see about 71,000 views at 10:30 p.m.
That's so
Fast
crazy,
forward,
dude. That's
right?
wild.
This is in the first 4
I'm actually
hours of
shitting
the
my
video.
pants.
After that, after nearly 8 hours, it's gotten 6K views. So it got 70,000 in the first 4 hours, and it's gotten 6,000 in the last 8 hours. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, because
That's
you showed softcore porn in your
age
video.
restriction is on your channel. Forget the ad revenue.
It's not on your channel. It's on your video.
The
reason he's saying on your channel because he wants you to think that it has a negative impact on his channel. It really doesn't.
upload daily. Who cares? Stuff happens. Videos get demonetized.
Yeah.
But this is insane.
It's not insane. You're looking for attention.
Right? When you get age restricted, your video is done. It's cooked. It's over. Right? There's no coming back from this. And of course, this is YouTube where they have no actual support, right? Even someone who's been
Yes, they do.
around the scene as long as me, you have no actual contacts. And in this case,
The reason that you wouldn't have I have a creator manager at like 60,000. So either he has one and he's lying, or nobody wants to touch him because he's a weird fucking lolicon freak that like jerks off to like drawn images of children. Like, I don't really know what to tell you. I have emails from a content manager. Okay, the way that YouTube works, and it can be a little janky, is that like you will get a demonetization or you'll get an issue on your on a video or on your account. You can appeal to that in the app. If you get rejected, you can take it to Twitter, and then they will look at it further. And like half the time that they've looked at things further for me, they've actually come to a conclusion and been like, "Oh, this was the problem." And it's like, "Oh, okay." They have better support than any other platform.
the only thing you can do is reach out to the Team YouTube Twitter account and try to beg for them to give you an actual review. And in this case, I reached out as soon as I saw the notification that it was age restricted. And how did that go? Well, it didn't really matter because my appeal was rejected. Now, how was this appeal rejected? Well, it was rejected in fewer minutes than the actual duration of the video itself. The video I uploaded yesterday was 17 minutes.
Yeah, because it was because what happens is that they looked at the notes as to why it was age restricted and they went, "Oh, makes sense, rejected."
Right? They rejected my appeal for this age restriction in fewer minutes than the actual video itself.
Well, that's fast service.
Which tells me
that it was obviously you showed softcore porn on your video. Yes.
They literally didn't review it.
Yes, they did. They did. You know that they did.
Because if they were trying to determine whether something was age restricted or not, obviously they'd have to watch the whole video.
No, they wouldn't. You fucking know this. You know that they wouldn't. You know all you have to do is click on, it gives you the exact reason. All they had to do was look at the exact reason. They do not have to watch the full video. He knows this. He knows all of this. He knows all of this. He's just lying to you for attention. This person is a literal fucking victim. He's a victim complex.
Which was 17 minutes. They rejected it in fewer minutes than the actual duration itself.
Okay.
Which again, not surprisingly, means that a bot reviewed not only the initial age restriction, but also the appeal I sent.
If it was a bot that reviewed the original age restriction, then like they would have just botted your video to instantaneously be taken down. No? Like, doesn't that not make sense? They manually looked at it and went like, oh, this is like how it happens is a bot does review it. That's going to give you the original strike or the original demonetization. Then a person will look at it after you put in an appeal and they go, oh, that makes perfect sense. And then you had them look into it further and they go, oh, that makes perfect sense.
And in as well, which is really frustrating.
There's a reason he's intentionally not showing us like the actual reason why.
Stuff. And of course, YouTube would reply eventually after some time saying, really appreciate you providing all of these details. We'll look into it and let you know what we find out. It might take a few days. God. That's right. They can reject your appeal in mere minutes.
Okay.
Shorter minutes than the actual duration of the video.
Wow.
But it'll take days to review what's going on.
Whoa.
That's insane to me. Like, what are you doing?
Whoa.
It feels so frustrating because with YouTube specifically, especially recently, I guess I got lulled into a false sense of security. Things have been going pretty well with YouTube. I haven't had issues like this in quite some time. And
so,
spoiler alert.
Sorry, you haven't had issues in a long time. So the first issue you have, you immediately go full victim mode? Okay, that makes so much sense.
We got some big news coming in the next couple of weeks. If you've been a long-time follower of the channel, you know I've had some issues with my silver play button, the button you get, the plaque you get for hitting 100,000 subs. I hit that like 4 years ago. I've never received it.
Yeah, because you're a fucking creep.
But recently, my old channel hit 100K subs, and in the process of filing for that one, which was successful, I had YouTube re-examine the main channel. And let's just say things are looking really good.
So, I'm sorry. So let me get this straight. You made a video where you refused to show people the proof as to why your video was taken down, which I already showed in your video. And you went on a victim complex about how they're trying to demonetize you and come after you specifically. But now you're telling us that they reviewed your channel and after 4 years, they're actually going to send you your silver play button, but they're still coming after you? By this logic, why would they give you your silver play button? Did none of the things that he's saying in this video make sense? Nothing is consistent.
Now, I was feeling very great about YouTube recently. That gave me some faith, and then this happens. And it might be an isolated one video situation, but this is very frustrating. I'm sorry for the cope session, but that's just what it is.
It's not a cope session. You're lying. You're lying like a fucking baby.
Being treated unfairly. I don't like very clear violations of their own policies being forced upon me.
You showed fucking softcore porn.
It's frustrating. And looking at some of the responses, I had a quote like this saying, honestly good. Just hearing the context sounded R-worded. You made a vid because it was that important to talk about companies not saying Merry Christmas?
Kind of based, actually.
How effing sad.
Like, you shouldn't get demonetized for saying Merry Christmas is like saying Happy Holidays is cringe, but you are a loser. So that part is based.
That is your life. How broke are you that you are this desperate for money?
Bro, this person read you to absolute fucking filth. Instant. This is fun. Yes. Agreed. 100%.
First of all, I don't talk about financials, but like, I'd be fine if this video was demonetized or the next 500. I'm fine. But the fact that someone thinks the rules should be bent just because you're
a loser. The only reason that you make money is because there are a lot of people that are also losers that exist on YouTube. Without that collection, I don't know what you'd be doing. You'd be working like a minimum income job, fucking trying to figure out a way to get pictures of little kids. Like, this guy jerks off to lolicon porn, right? Like, we understand like how like you're a degenerate part of society. The fact, like, it's insane. Actually, it's wild.
You are
The fact that like conservatives like Asmongold like are on good terms with people like this is not even surprising to me, to be honest with you. Internet conservatives. I just want to be clear because actual conservatives aren't fucking weirdos. But this is like the fact that like, Asmongold would react to videos with this guy in it and like just stay away from the whole Loli thing. He's like, yeah, I think it's kind of weird, but I'm gonna stay away from that. While you virtue signal that other dumb shit, because we watched a video of Asmongold reacting to this before. It's just so telling of how like big fucking losers. That's so weird. It's like I don't understand why these people aren't disavowed from like conservative communities. It's actually pathetic.
Oppose them ideologically is ridiculous, and that's what I've been talking about over and over again.
Oh my God.
There's plenty of people I disagree with, but on YouTube, just because I disagree with them, I don't think they should be demonetized or
You're right. You're such a good virtuous person. We get it.
restricted just because I don't like their opinions. That's stupid. And also, you're complaining about me talking about these companies, and yet you're crying about it on Twitter. Like, how ironic is that? But no, I thought it was very important to talk about that situation because, yeah, it is very annoying to see these companies pandering to gamers and trying to use Christmas themes while refusing to say Merry Christmas.
Bro, all they did was make a Happy Holidays post. All they did was make a Happy Holidays post. This is the biggest stressor in your life. Is insane.
And instead going for Happy Holidays because they're afraid of offending people based on some cancel culture nonsense that's been irrelevant for many years.
What are you talking about? We are still unironically doing the Happy Holidays fucking thing. What is happening? People said Happy Holidays and fucking losers melted down about it instantaneously. Holy fuck. And it's so funny, it's the same people back in the day that complained about the Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays that were trying to get rid of video games. They were the ones that are trying to get rid of video games, saying that they're too violent, they're causing people to get killed, blah, blah, blah. And now you're on their side. That's actually crazy. That's actually fucking insane. That's funny.
Just shows how shallow a lot of these companies really are. That was the whole point of the video. And I think a lot of people clearly resonated with that sort of a message.
Yeah, losers. Absolute fucking social rejected losers.
But yeah, that's the situation. And again, I don't know. I'm recording this early in the morning. Maybe this gets fixed. Maybe it doesn't. God. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, it still sucks.
Still refuses to show us the proof, by the way, of why he got demonetized. He has it. He won't show us.
Earlier, it kills the momentum of video. It completely wrecks anything it has going in terms of engagement. And it's frustrating because I like the video. And clearly people like the video as well. It was doing really well. There's a metric on YouTube. They give you a best out of 10 system when you upload a new video. And basically, the way it works is they give you a number when you upload your most recent video. And it's out of 10. And a 1 out of 10 means it's the best performing video.
Okay, so you know how to use the 1 out of 10. You know how to read the 1 out of 10 on your thing, but you don't know how to click right here and see exactly why they age restricted it. Okay, that's so interesting.
Of your last 10. They even do a little fireworks animation on your screen when you get a 1 out of 10. Yes.
Wow.
Very manipulative. It's literally a dopamine rush.
Bro, this guy's going on about how about how addicted he is to YouTube 1 out of 10s. Are we seriously not looking at this guy and laughing at him? Yeah, YouTube is they're pretty much predators because they'll tell you if your video is 1 out of 10. It's like all this dopamine, bro, and it's just like, dude, you are so sensitive. I am actually fucking flabbergasted. I'm actually flabbergasted. Holy fuck.
They're giving you a little casino roulette type effect here. You're like, whoa, oh my God, YouTube loves me. But when you get a 10 out of 10, meaning the worst performing video out of your last 10, it's all gray and down arrows. They want to make you feel bad about yourself, dude. And this video, I watched it go from a 2.
Like, you could have the conversation about this, unironically, an intelligent conversation. I'm not having it here. I'm not having an intelligent conversation on a video about the highs and lows of a content creator getting 1s versus getting 10s on a video where this person is refusing to show us the proof as to why he got his video demonetized, which was because he showed softcore porn, and then going on about how he's a victim of YouTube. Like, I'm not going to have that conversation here. There's no reason to have that. This person is a crying, whinging little bitch. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
2 out of 10, meaning it was doing really well, to an 8 out of 10. Right now it's an 8 out of 10. And it took only hours.
This is so
That's
fucking
how
boring.
much this video has been crippled by the situation, and it just sucks, dude.
Wow.
It's not fair. And again, I'm sorry for the cope session. I don't do these very often, but like
that, dude.
Man, what a frustrating situation. And
what
I
about
know
the
a lot
fucking
of other
traps?
YouTubers, especially in this space, people have opinions like mine. They face this stuff all the time.
Yeah, people who have opinions like mine, like Merry Christmas, not saying Merry Christmas, literally makes me not want to jerk off to fucking drawn pictures of kids. I'm a fucking victim, dude. I can't believe people like me were so oppressed in society. All I like to do is jack off to pictures of my own VTuber naked. I pay thousands of dollars to fully animate my lolicon VTuber PFP with fucking actual vagina and an ass, and I jerk off to it all the time, but they oppress me all the time. It's so fucking crazy. Why would a society want to oppress somebody like me? I'm a fucking victim. The fact that you are so comfortably in the online atmosphere boggles my fucking mind that there are so many people that are okay with it, especially with the shit that you've said. When you actually talk about lolicon shit, it's fucking mind-boggling. It's actually mind-boggling. You are not a victim. For whatever reason, we as a society have not rejected this. I don't really get it. You are living your best life. You sit at home, you do absolutely nothing, you don't show your face, and you jerk off to fucking drawn pictures of kids all day. I don't really, like, what are you talking about? You have the best life that you can have for yourself. No, I thought nobody else wanted that life, but you have hundreds of thousands of views of video. So, like, that's crazy. You're going to sit here and act like you're a fucking victim is actually mind-boggling to me. What the fuck are you talking about? This is crazy. This is actually fucking insane to me. This is insane to me.
And it's just not fair.
It's not fair.
I have the right, and anyone has the right to point this out and complain about the fact that even if this gets fixed,
oh my God,
it completely crippled the video and
good. Who cares?
Any
Don't put softcore porn in there. It's like one of those things where you make a video and sometimes you accidentally leave something in there that like you shouldn't have had in there. Maybe you should have edited it out, whatever. And then it happens, and then instead of going like, "Oh, I get it," you cry like a little bitch. This is the kind of person that if they worked a real job, the second that something happened that like they got in trouble for that like wasn't necessarily 100% their fault, but they understood what happened, they would like have a crybaby shit fit. Like this to me would be like when I worked a job, like my boss was chill with me on my phone as long as like I wasn't doing it when I was like driving or anything, obviously. And they didn't really care as long as I got my work done. But like we knew that when the big bosses were walking around, like you had to put on, you had to hide your shit. And then like my boss would have to come out and be like, "Yo, get off your phone," and like yell at me because the big boss was watching. And it's like that's what this is to me. And I'm like, okay, I'm annoyed, but like I get it. I totally understand it. You take your L and then you just move on. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just like, you have that like contract with your boss, like, hey, you just don't get caught. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this is to me. I don't go and start fucking, my boss actually said I could be on my phone, and then I got in trouble for being on my phone. And it's like, this is so unfair. It's like, shut the fuck up. Everybody's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid. This is so childish. Like, take your L and stop crying like a fucking victim. It's so pathetic.
Potential it had for getting its
I wish YouTube would just be like, this guy's lying, but they're not going to do that.
Full growth, which is just not fair. But anyways, this is a reminder that
oh my God,
this year I want to work on some extra platforms. Again, spoiler alert, I'm going to be working on my Patreon a lot this year.
Whoa. Guys, you can actually find uncensored images of his Lolicon PFP on Patreon. Link in the description. You could literally jerk off together. He has a new Jerkmate account. They all jerk off to this. You could go on there and you could donate money to him while he's jerking off. It's incredible. It's an incredible experience.
This is a big goal of mine. Last year, my goal was working on the alt channel, right?
It's true.
How did that go? Well, I uploaded like 150 videos on the alt channel. We went from 40,000 subs to over 100,000 in 1 year. That went really well. When I put my mind to something, good things happen. And this year is going to be the year of working on the Patreon.
Well, I thought you were a perpetual victim of YouTube. How is that? How are you going to be able to like work on? How'd you grow your channel if you're like a perpetual victim? I'm so confused.
I'm giving you guys some actual good rewards, but I will come out with a more official post about that, and we're going to be revamping with the help of my wife, Darling Straw. She's amazing at
You have a wife? Honestly, I'm shocked. That's disgusting that your wife would be okay with you doing this. I don't even know. You know what? It's true. I guess fucking women can be predators too, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, this is just such a red flag. I don't get it.
Revamping and making things look good on social media. We're going to be revamping the Patreon because I want to get more stable income outside of YouTube. So when situations like this happen, I don't really care.
When situations like this happen where I show softcore porn and I get age restricted, I have something else to fall back on because I might not be able to prevent myself from doing that again.
About as much, and we can take our time with videos and do things like that. But I want to give you guys some good rewards and give you a community feel
How old is your wife?
over there. But just keep that in mind. Keep that on your radar. We're going to be working on the Patreon.
My wife is so supported. She's my waifu pillow of my 10-year-old character that I fucking jerk off to and also stream as and also make videos as. It's incredible.
In the coming weeks.
Hey guys, I moved to a third world country so I can marry a child. I bought a child from somebody. I'm married to them now. They're very supportive as long as I don't beat them.
And on January 1st, I'll have some sort of a official announcement on that. But that's just something I guess you guys can keep in mind.
Keep it in mind, guys.
Coming days.
Because,
yeah,
incredible.
Again, you just can't put all your eggs in one basket in situations like this. Just
so
remind
true,
you
King.
Of that.
So true, Prince. Sorry.
But for now, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for listening to my therapy session. I appreciate it. Makes me feel better. It's cathartic. But as always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below.
Every single day, God tests me more and more when it comes to my pledge to not use slurs. That's what comes down to. It's every day. I swear to God.